Okay. So, Miss Rhonda, tell
Yes.
us, what kind of stuff you sell here? What's the unique things you sell here?
Okay, everything we have here is homegrown except for the potatoes and onions.
Mm-hmm.
We have cantaloupes, we have watermelons. We have 3 different types of watermelons. We have the sugar babies, we have the seedless, and we have the seeded. And they're all good. And then we have cantaloupes, and that we grow too.
Okay.
We have okra,
Uh-huh.
and we have yellow squash and zucchini.
Now tell me, okra's a special thing with me. We love okra. So, what's the season for okra?
Okra comes, I would say around June, the beginning of June,
Mhm.
and it ends when the cold nights,
Okay.
because it can't handle cold nights.
Right.
So
So
the
mid-September, October.
I would say October.
Yeah, maybe even a little later because they're staying warm
Right,
pretty
it
now.
depends on the weather.
Right. So when the frost starts coming, that's pretty
Yes.
much it's done.
And we're famous for our Creole tomatoes.
Yes, and I want to talk about those Creole tomatoes
Yes,
because
famous.
that is important. But they have a lot of dressings
Yes.
here, and jams
Yeah.
and preserves,
Also bell peppers.
and we have some spicy peaches. And the Creole tomatoes,
We have
man,
the
look
plastic
at that.
containers for $3.50. That are 2 pounds. And then we have these. These are our big boxes. They're called boat boxes, and they run from anywhere from $12 to $13.50
Now tell me, season for tomatoes.
or 13. Yes.
Season for tomatoes.
We usually get them at the end of May, and they usually last until the end of January.
Now, what makes this tomato different from, say, a beefsteak tomato or another tomato? Why is this
Now,
a
okay.
Creole tomato?
Creole tomatoes are not just a Creole tomato. It's Better Boys, Fantastic Celebrities, any kind of tomato. It's grown in the soil that we have down here.
Mhm.
That's from the river's nutrients that used to run through the fields of our yard here.
Right.
And they're a sweet, acidy tasting tomato. They're very juicy and they're very delicious.
Very delicious. I love them. I love the
Yes.
flavor. It's different than any other thing. And we have pickled asparagus and all kind of stuff. We got
These are
pickled
all
okra.
from okra, yes. Not our
Yeah,
pickled
that's
okra.
the pickled
but-
okra.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's green beans, and then we have okra. We got the hot and spicy okra.
And where's Joseph's come from?
No, that's from Madisonville, Louisiana.
Yeah, Madisonville.
Yes.
All right. And look at these watermelons, guys.
Yes.
Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, how can you tell when a watermelon's sweet? Everybody has their way. Some thump them, some smell them, some listen to them. I mean, it's weird. But how do you tell when a watermelon's sweet and ripe?
My boss says when you hear it and it sounds solid, it's good.
When you hear it, so you thump it,
Yeah.
and it sounds sour.
If it sounds solid, it's good.
All right.
I like the yellow belly too, but I mean, it depends on the person.
Uh-huh. Look at these bell peppers, y'all. Locally grown, beautiful bell peppers. Eggplant, cucumbers, my favorite. Tomato and cucumber salad, all the time. Garlic, you guys do that here?
Yes.
And you make the strings yourself?
Yes.
Wow.
We have our guys that plat it.
Look at this,
And
guys.
this is the Creole garlic, and it's a spicy garlic. It's got more flavor.
It's hotter than regular garlic, you think?
Yes.
Because, you know, we identify garlic as something that's hot.
Right.
You know, it has a hot, it's a hot herb.
Right.
But the Creole garlic and this garlic, you think has a more pungent flavor.
Yeah,
It's got stronger.
It's much stronger.
Okay, okay.
But it's the little cloves.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the elephant toe garlic on the other side.
Let's walk around the other side, see some elephant toe.
That's very mild, but with a good taste. I rather the tree, the elephant toe. But
Yeah, I do too. I do too. But
it's easier to chop.
right, for my Creoles and tomato gravies, I like the little ones because
Yeah.
it's stronger. It gives you a garlicky, a stronger.
Right.
This gives you more subtle flavor, but I like to leave a lot of big pieces of this one in it because it's good to chew and it tastes good.
Right.
Plus, I put those in my pickle jars and pickle them.
Okay.
Yeah, eat them with
Yes.
red beans. You get it from Joseph's, but I save my pickle jars.
yeah.
What do you have here? There's some orange trees.
These are orange trees. These
Okay.
are citrus trees. We have satsumas and navels and lemons.
Now tell me, oranges grow here. Man, they grow so good. The Satsumas, they grow so good. Again, the alluvial soil
Yes.
from the Mississippi River has
And
made,
bees.
and the bees.
Yes, and the bees.
Yes. Now, you know, that's one thing that I haven't seen a lot of. Used to be a lot of. People would raise bees
Uh-huh.
and have honey,
Yes,
you know,
we
the
have-
beehives and stuff.
We get local honey from here.
Okay.
We have hives in the back behind us,
Okay.
and we have a guy that comes and gets our local,
So you have a beekeeper
Yes.
that takes care of them?
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
and we sell the honey, and we sell a lot of it.
Wow, I've imagined. So, unprocessed natural honey.
Yes.
Awesome.
Unprocessed.
What else you got here that's really cool? Let's go to the back. Oh, squash, garlic,
Squash and okra.
okra. Yeah, let's look at the okra. Look at that beautiful okra, y'all. I take these, and the last time I bought some here, I bought a big basket. And what I did was I take and I pickle them
Uh-huh.
for about 24 hours. I de-seed them. I leave them whole. I split them open, de-seed them,
Right.
and I stuff them with a chorizo sausage,
Ooh.
and I roll them in a panko breadcrumb and fry them. And it's a little spicy, and we call them angry okra,
Oh, wow.
and they are delicious.
I
They are
had some fried
delicious.
okra last night. It
But
was really good.
you got to start with a good product.
Right.
You got to start with a good product. You got to
Yeah,
start
we,
with a really tender okra, you know.
Yes. We pick okra every other day. So,
And the thing is, it's the soil.
yes.
It's the
Oh, yes.
soil that does it all, man, down
And
here.
This is a toe of garlic. They have some bigger. It just depends.
That's the elephant.
and
toe.
it lasts about 6 months.
Right. Let's see, onions. You say you don't get your onions
No,
from
we
here.
don't grow onions
Okay.
or potatoes.
My grandfather used to try to grow potatoes. He could only grow the red ones.
We used to grow potatoes a long time ago, but I think it was too much.
Now, one of the not local, but statewide onions that everybody's real familiar with are the Vidalia onions.
Right.
And they're sweeter
Yeah.
because of the soil that's up
Right.
there. Now, but do onions grow good here?
I've never tried or
Really?
never heard of it.
Okay. Can we walk to the back see your bee grove?
My big boss is here.
Oh, awesome. We're going to meet the boss, y'all. I'm going to tell you, this is a production. It's good to see you. You guys have been here a long time. How long has this store been here?
I've been here 20 years and it's been here longer than me.
Right. I remember as a kid, we used to stop here. My dad and I would go to New Orleans, and then we'd always stop here and get some stuff.
Yes.
You guys get during the winter months, you get mustard and collard greens
We
and all
used
that?
to, but it's too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's meet the owner.
But the true box, he wanted me to look for door parts.
How you doing?
Well, she says, you know, Louis, this wire right here, I think, is getting hung up on the door. And sure enough,
It wasn't closing.
Yeah,
Oh.
Angie saw that.
because the wire was getting in the front of the head. So I drilled a hole in it, put a tie wrap on it, and it works like $1 million bill. Bring over here.
How about a watermelon?
A Sprite. We still got half the watermelon
Oh,
we got.
really? Give him a Sprite, 2 Sprites.
Okay, I'll go
He
get
ain't drinking a Sprite.
Mr. Ben.
Yeah.
He's got a
Hey,
restaurant.
Mr. Ben.
Uh-huh.
Martin Tedeschi.
Okay.
And he's
Call me
hungry.
Papa Gumbo. I'm a chef
Papa.
from New Orleans.
Papa Gumbo.
Yes, sir. And I come here all the time. I grew up coming to the stand, and I wanted to feature you on my YouTube channel.
Uh-huh.
And talk about all the stuff that you got here and the wonderful food and stuff. Let people know they need to come here. And they need to buy some of these Creole tomatoes and stuff because you can't get them nowhere else. I'd like to see your beehives. Tell me about your beehives.
I'm going to back out the way for you, Mr. Ben.
Okay, Louis.
This is Mr. Ben Becknell.
Mr. Ben Beckman.
Mr. Ben Becknell.
Best in the business.
Best in the business.
Come here, Papa Gumbo.
Yes, sir.
We're picking watermelons right now.
Wow.
Some of these melons are 55 pounds.
Wow. They are
this.
beautiful. Yes, indeed. Wow, look at that. Fresh out the field, y'all.
Look here.
Oh my God. You could feed 2 families on that one, Mr. Ben.
That's about 55 pounds.
Wow, look at that. Look at that.
The beehives.
Now, I'm going to tell you, it used to see a lot of them around down here before. I know in this area, because I'm from Buras originally, and we used to have a couple on there. But as you get closer to New Orleans in this area where a lot of produce and citrus is grown, you have more beehives. We used to see them a lot. I don't see them so much anymore.
Okay. We got a guy, we don't pay him, and he doesn't pay us to keep these hives for our pollination, for our oranges and watermelons and
Very
cantaloupes, cucumbers. Tomatoes don't have to have a pollinator, they are self-pollinated. But these hives, you got different layers on these hives, and the top 4 layers is where the honey is made. In between that tall piece at the bottom and the shorter pieces on the top, there's a screen.
Okay.
And the worker bees can fit through that screen that carries the honey. The ones that carry the pollen that feeds the young bees, that's called a brood bee.
Okay.
They cannot fit through that screen. So they can't bring the pollen up where the honey's at.
Okay.
The pollen stays in the bottom section, where that big section.
Right.
That's where the queen stays. She cannot go through that screen either.
Okay.
So all the honey is produced on those shorter layers, like that one with the pink in the back. They got 1, 2, 3, 4. They call those supers.
Right.
That's where the honey is made.
Okay.
The bottom big section is where the queen lives and the babies are born and raised. And some become workers, some become brood bees. They work for the queen.
Right.
It's amazing what a bee is. It's almost like a human population.
It's a very organized society.
Right,
Yes. Yes.
right.
Yes.
And that's the problem with our country right now. It's not organized.
I got that with you, bro.
So if they have problems here, they would destroy the whole hive.
And they wouldn't
And that's
produce
what we're
any
doing now.
Yeah.
We're destroying the whole country.
Yep. I kind of agree with you, sir.
That's basically, and they can go, they travel as much as 5 miles
Wow.
to collect the brood, the pollen, and it's like a liquid kind of a substance, and they put it in down in the bottom for the queen. And she'll every spring they'll raise another queen, and they'll call what is swarm. They go make another area. They might go up in the tree here for a while, and then they'll go find a tree in the woods with a hole in it, and they'll go and they'll
Make another colony.
Make another colony.
Wow.
Sometimes they'll go in our field boxes. For some reason, they love our field boxes. The handles with the hole, they'll go in there, and they'll build a new colony in one of our field boxes. And we'll call a guy who's got the hives, and he'll come and he'll collect them.
Okay.
And he'll make another hive.
So the bees are key to the ecosystem of raising the produce and the fruit.
Some
all the stuff
some
that
produce.
Right,
Yeah,
some
it's
produce
got,
and some
It's got
fruit.
to be pollinated.
Okay. Tell me something. The Creole tomatoes that you raise, that we raise in Plaquemines Parish, what makes them so special? Why do we
The
call these
soil-
tomatoes Creole?
The soil that you're standing on was formed thousands of years ago by the Mississippi River.
Used to flood and
It used
put
to
the
flood.
alluvial soil
There
here
was-
and then
there was no
recede.
levees.
Right.
And it would flood every spring here, and it would build 3 or 4 inches, a foot, whatever the river would bring.
Okay.
Some years maybe nothing, but this is prime soil, and it's the pH is neutral. You don't have to do nothing to the soil. Like across the lake, they got to put lime in the soil to bring the pH up. They got like a 4 or 5 on the pH. We got a 6 to 7, which is neutral.
Right.
We never have to do nothing as far as bringing the acidity of the soil up or down.
Now this is a pecan tree, right?
No, this is an ash tree right here.
Okay.
This is pecan trees over here.
Oh yeah. Okay. There's the pecan trees. Now we got a lot of pecan trees down here.
Yeah,
A lot of pecan
Plaquemines
trees.
Parish is a lot.
And there's isn't there a place south? I'm trying to think. they raise a special type of pecan that's not found anywhere else but here in Plaquemines?
I don't know. My uncle at one time raised pecans, and he may have had some varieties that was not familiar to this area,
Mhm.
you know.
Mr. Ben, how long have you been here?
75 years.
75 years. How long has your family been farming in Plaquemines Parish?
We're fifth generation in Plaquemines Parish.
Fifth generation in Plaquemines Parish.
Yeah.
That is something. Yes, that is something. Let me turn